all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We're up and running then.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Wrexham clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Threads one in. And he's quick to return it.
And he was alert to it.
Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Wrexham clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always good.
And a chance!
Oh, it's come loose. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, the versatility of Nico Williams has been hugely impressive. I think, Peter, he's just as good on either side of the pitch, and he has a footballing brain that seems to allow him to work things out with ease. And I think...
Mullen!
It's anyone's ball now. And the pass is intercepted. He's going for goal!
Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner.
Pellegrini with the short one.
Pedri.
And now they can spring out of defence. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal.
Marlen.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Scott.
Roma always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing...
There's the shot!
Ekitike.
De Jong. Gets a good foot in there.
Marlen. And it's Scott. He won't be happy with that one. Scott.
Out towards the flank.
Pedri. The ball has bounced loose now.
Foden.
Shapes to shoot!
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
The most accurate pass. And it's Scott. Tries to play it through.
Chance, surely! He's scored! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Roma are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Chance for a shot!
And that has been cleared.
Ekitike. Marlen. To Pellegrini. Now it's Marlen. He has found a way through.
He's having a pop! Oh, the ball's run loose.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Nico Williams. Tries to pass it through. He's in a great position here. Oh, right place, right time. Chance here to counter. Great vision. That looks a good ball through. And he's definitely onside.
Oh, that was vital. Deftly away. Defending was strong and firm.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Nico Williams.
He is through here.
Pellegrini
is there, and he can get that clear. Scott has created one goal already. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Played through. Real chance! And he's stuck it away! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
There was to be only one outcome.
Well, how cool...
Can he finish? And that's in! And they get themselves in front! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So, a temporary halt to the action. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position.
Goes for a shot! And it's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So the lead now is 2.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Evan. And here's Marlon. Shoots! Euphoria, utopia! And they are cavorting. And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So now the difference is 3.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. He can run onto that. Decent chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Scott. Oh, such a clever touch. Oh, he's having a go! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Pellegrini goes short. And here's Pellegrini. Oh, well played, well played. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now he's off and running. Foden. Ekitike looking understandably energised after his goal. Now it's Marlon. Scott. They're urging him to shoot. Chance! Oh, terrible pass. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Williams. Well, that has not gone well. Scott. Pellegrini. Lovely pass, but can he get... He's having a shot! It's fallen kindly here. It's in. Untouchable, remorseless, relentless. A class of their own. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. And it's Pedri. Passing is crisp and sharp. And that was asking for too much. Scott. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Marlen. Nico Williams. And he was quick to react. Scott. Pellegrini. Now it's Marlon. De Jong. Foden. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Nico Williams. That has been cut short. Foden. De Jong. Now Foden. And he plays one through. Williams. And the shot! And yes, it's there! Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Well, they may be down, but they're in no mood to go quietly. And it's Pellegrini. Pedri. Foden. Oh, Red, nice interception. Ekitike. In with the challenge. Oh, this looks sharp. Can he get it through? Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And he's had a shot! And there's a goal! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical...
He's having a hit! Superb from Foden! About as smooth as it gets! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist? Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet. And that will be it. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, it's got to be said, Peter, it's a day to forget for the players at the heart of a defence who were just getting beaten way too easily on so many occasions. But I think the manager, too, has to take responsibility for his failure to stop the leaks.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.